Hello everyone, I just got off my flight, and as you can see, I finally made it to Japan. I just finished an 11.5-hour flight on ANA's business class, and that was an incredible experience, but I'm ready to start my trip now. And first, we're gonna be going through this quarantine checkpoint. I'm a little bit out of breath now because I just rushed through everything all at once. As soon as I talked to you last, we went through immigration, and then we picked up our baggage at baggage claim, then we ran through customs, and then after that we had to pick up our mobile Wi-Fi, and we finally ran over to a convenience store, aka Lawson's, which is a popular chain in Japan, and then we were able to exchange some US money and get our ATM card and pull out some Japanese yen because we will need cash. And then now we're waiting in line for the JR Pass, which is the Japan Rail Pass, and that's basically gonna let us take any Japan Rail train for free. But the line is pretty long right now, and we've already spent an hour and a half, and the train I want to catch leaves in about 20 minutes, so we'll have to see if we're able to catch it or not. In terms of timing, we timed the line badly. When we first got here, the line was all the way to the end of this blue right here, so we basically had to wait in a giant line, and now it's quite short. However, my dad is still waiting inside, so we'll see how much longer it takes. I finally made it to the train station, and I ended up missing the other train I wanted to take by around 10 minutes, but it's only going to be 10 more minutes before you can get on this train, and I think this one is a really important one to get on, because if we don't get on here, we're going to have to wait a whole nother hour, but it's okay since we have reservations. After going through the whole international process of going through Narita Airport, I found that the longest part is getting your JR Pass, just because it takes so long inside of there because the line gets pretty crazy. And I actually came at a time when there wasn't too many flights. We just got on the Narita Express, and this is the green car, which is the nicer Conan train, and it should be about an hour ride into the Tokyo station. After getting lost for 15 minutes in Tokyo Station, which is one of Tokyo's biggest stations, I finally got outside, and now it's time to walk to our hotel. We finally made it to our hotel, the Gate Hotel by Hulik, and I noticed that it took us 20 minutes, and Google Maps is almost always 5 minutes off whenever you do walking directions. The reason I picked this hotel is because the Ginza station is right here, literally on the doorstep of our hotel. And here we are. Here's our hotel room. Let's hit the lights. You just turn on the lights by inserting your key card into a little slot next to the door, and this room looks quite nice. However, it is small. The room comes with 3 beds. We got 2 double beds right here, and then at the very end we have a twin bed, but that does have some sort of view, so let's see what this is. Looks like we have a view of the other side of the hotel. Actually, it looks like our views of the Tokyo Plaza, which is a giant some sort of shopping mall. I see a whole bunch of shops in there, so I'm sure there might be some good food in there. Our bathroom looks quite spacious inside. We have 2 large sinks right here and a ton of countertop space, which I love, so I always use a lot of space at a hotel. And again, you have a view, which I think is a little weird. Never seen a window to a bathroom before, at least not one this big. And this is very common of Japan. Right inside this room, you have a shower right here. And then as you can see below, this is the shower floor where you stand. There's the drain for the shower in the very corner. And then there's the bath. So quite interesting, but definitely something you see a lot in Japan. Right here we have what looks to be a closet, but it is actually the toilet. And this is the thing I love about Japan. You have all sorts of these fancy toilets. Look at that. The seat just went up because it knew I stepped nearby it. I just took the 2-minute walk to our JR station, and now we're gonna take the train 1 stop to Tokyo Station for dinner. I'll admit I had a spot that I wanted to go to in Tokyo Station, and I ended up wandering around here for an hour, but I finally found this place that looks pretty good. Looks like they serve udon, and they are on a Michelin guide, as you can see right here, so I'm sure they're pretty tasty. I just placed my order, and I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm the only tourist that has ever gone to this restaurant, so ordering was difficult because the menu was completely in Japanese, so I just decided to pick a picture that looked good, and they brought out some iced barley tea. And that is quite refreshing. I kind of just picked the udon at random, and this one looked pretty good. They asked me if I would like it chilled or hot, so they did know a little bit of English, but I guess not enough to explain it in depth. But this just looked pretty good. Looks like some udon with a little bit of minced meat on top. Looks like probably beef. I haven't seen what the portion size looks like yet, but I think the udon I ordered is around $11, and that's just ridiculously cheap, because I feel like if you get udon where I live, it's probably going to be at least $20 to $25. I'm going to start off with this beef, and it almost looks like udon without the egg. That's basically what I thought it would be. It's basically udon without the egg, so it's this fatty cut of beef that is really delicious and flavorful. It's definitely been marinated, and it's in this sweet soy sauce. And I have a feeling that's gonna go great with the noodles, but now let's get a bit of this tempura. I'm not really sure what it is. I believe this looks like some sort of tempura mushrooms, but it's kind of hard to tell because they're kind of hiding in this crispy batter. I was exactly right. That is tempura oyster mushrooms. I love the batter. It's really nice and crunchy, a little bit on the greasy side, but I love the juicy mushrooms inside. They're just so juicy and flavorful. Our udon is topped off with a little bit of green onion, as well as daikon and ginger, so let's just mix that all up. Let's give these a taste. They're still piping hot. Look at all the steam coming off of them. This is really simple, but they do it so well. I think just because they specialize in udon, they're able to make it really well. The udon is perfectly chewy. It's just perfectly cooked. I love the bouncy texture, so you can definitely tell it's homemade. And then I love the addition of the ginger and daikon on top and the green onion, so it adds a little bit of freshness. I just finished up my meal here, and it was pretty delicious. This is definitely a great place to check out. A lot of times when you have udon in the United States, I feel like it's usually frozen udon, and this place is fresh, and you can really taste the difference. The texture of the noodles is just so much better, and it's so much just tastier in general. But good luck finding this place. After all, I kind of found this place by accident because Tokyo Station is a maze. I'm back at the hotel now. On my way back, I stopped at the train station and I decided to get a Suica card, and I got the 5,000 yen card, and that's gonna let me use the metro until I run out of money, and then I can just recharge it. Tomorrow I'm gonna be heading to Shibuya Sky, which is an observation deck. Since it's my first full day in Tokyo, I thought it would be a great day to get a bird's eye view of the city, and Shibuya Sky is a new observation deck and it's really popular. Dinner is going to be really exciting. I'm going to be heading to Zao. I have a reservation there, and it's a restaurant where you can catch your own fish out of a tank, and then in the back the chefs will prepare it for you, so I think that's going to be a really fun experience. I really hope you all enjoyed today's chaotic video. I know I've only been running on 3 hours of sleep because I only got 3 hours of sleep last night, and really it's almost like last night because I've been awake for 30 hours now, so I think that may have led to some of the chaos today. Make sure if you enjoyed the video to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video for our first full day in Tokyo.